What's good, gente? Thank you guys once again for tuning in. Like always, as you guys can see on the thumbnail and on the title, right? Why am I the bad guy? For not being fake and telling lies. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? And this is something, man, that they gave me a long time ago, man. I believe I got the title of the bad guy a long time ago. And I'm going to give you guys the reason why, man. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to hit a thumbs up for your boy. If you feel like I'm the bad guy, man, hit a thumbs down, bro. It's all good. They're both free. And they're both right there, right? But at the same time, drop a comment. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that follow. Hit that notification bell in case we go live so that you can tune in and let me know how you feel about this situation right here. So with all that being said, man, thank you guys once again for your support. And for all the real ones, you know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, let's get started. So why is it that your boy Conejo is always the bad guy? Why is that, right? Because I did notice that everyone always has an excuse for the drama or for what they say in their lives, especially because you know damn well, like on the lives, you can't edit nothing. And mostly once it's already on the live, there's someone that either caught it, watched it, even went as far as to record it off their phone, you know, so that they actually have a copy and they can send it to either one of their content creators that they tap into or just to put it out there because there's a lot of people that do have platforms that put up stuff like that. When it comes to your boy Conejo, technically, whatever I say on the lives or whatever I say on the videos, if I messed up, right? Like if there was something that I happen to regret or that I want to take back, hey, bro, I just say straight up, I messed up, I fucked up, dispensa, and we move on, right? We move on, we continue. But when it comes to like to the drama and all that, me personally, I just take that shit like a joke, to be quite real, because at the end of the day, none of them, there's going to be maybe a select few, right? But most of those, the select few that will pull up, man, most of those are my homies. And we're all homies because we know that we're real ones at the end of the day, right? But when it comes to these other dudes, guarantee you, facts, they will not pull up. They're not going to pull up and ain't nothing ever going to happen, right? So you got to just take it as a joke. And remember, man, that on the YouTube, it's entertainment. It's entertainment, right? So if people want to start beefing and talking smack, hey, man, let's get our clown on, right? Let's get it, right? But at the end of the day, it's not really real beef, especially with a lot of these other YouTubers. It's not real beef out there, bro, to be quite real. Most of these dudes are just doing it for clout and to either get some views out of it, right? But why not get our clown on, bro? Like, I mean, it is YouTube, and you guys do tune in to get entertained, right? So let's not try to act like you guys don't like that. Let's just be real, man. Let's not try to cover things up and just make it trying to sound good, right? But ever since I had my channel, and I gone live, I actually spoke with no filter. You know, I actually speak with no filter, and I say what I gotta say. I don't regret the things that I say on the live, because technically, if you say it, that's technically how you feel. You know, that's technically how you feel on a lot of the things, right? Like I said, people do mess up and things do slip out at times, either when they're faded. I mean, we have seen a couple people, man, super drunk on the YouTube and make fools out of themselves, right? But I mean, there is times where people mess up, and all they gotta do is just be straight up about it. Like, I fucked up, and it is what it is. Another thing that's different about me and others is that usually when I speak on somebody, right, I'll say their names. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'll talk about them so that they know that I'm talking about them, right? But it's just because I let them hang. You know, that's just the difference between me and them. I let my shit hang, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other people, man, they try to throw shots, and they try to like camouflage it, right? So that they don't look like they're a bad guy and just have people confused. But the main reason why they do that, man, is to really hide. And if the guy ends up confronting them like, hey, bro, were you talking about me? They can actually say it wasn't, like, nah, bro, I was talking about so-and-so. You know what I mean? But that just shows you the type of characters they are, bro. Not everybody's with it. And even though they might look like they're with the business, trust and believe, most of the dudes out there, man, are softer than cotton. So that's one of the main reasons why your boy Conejo has been labeled the bad guy. because he speaks what he wants to say. I never once faked it on YouTube, never once picked up a dictionary just to sound a little bit more smart, or have you guys even looking for words like, man, what did this fool say? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, even though there is a big audience, there is a lot of people that do tap in, there is a lot of people that are gamed up and know these big words, right? But most of those ones that do know those big words and want videos like that where people can't really relate to or understand what they're saying, they happen to be they're working with the law, homie, in some type of way, and they want to be able to maneuver that so they can use it in court, right? So me personally, I keep it ghetto, homie, so that everybody can understand and actually know what the fuck I'm saying at the end of the day. Another reason why I'm actually hated by a lot of YouTubers, right? I'll be quite real, man. There's a lot of big platforms that don't like your boy. There's a lot of them. But the main reason is either because I put them out there as being fake, SMY, or just not with the business, like how they would say in their stories, right? Even a few, man, that actually scam the raza. And there's still a few others, man, that haven't been put out there for some of the scams they done in the past, right? But we might get into that in the future. We'll see, we see if we have time. There's times where today I got time, and there's times where I don't got time. Like today is one of those busy schedules today, man. I actually got 3 bangers coming out for you guys. So stay tuned. You guys already be knowing. But I remember at first, man, a lot of content creators would tap in and they would tell me straight up, hey, if you go that route, like by pretty much putting some foods out there and talking freely like that, right? A lot of people on YouTube supposedly didn't like that, right? That's what they would tell me. They're like, man, block everybody that's over here like trolling. I don't really consider no one a troll. At the end of the day, that's something that I always put out there. Hey, people want to drop a certain comment and let their opinion be known, right? At the end of the day, everybody's opinion's not going to be liked by everybody. I understand that. So that's one of the main reasons why I never really called people trolls. But they would tell me, man, like, you got to block these dudes. Woo, woo. Your channel's never going to grow. I remember one dude even told me that it was never going to get past 2K, because at the beginning, my channel was growing real fast. And then it kind of got slowed down with the drama. The drama does slow down certain channels at times, right? And people were telling me, like, hey, your thing ain't going to grow, bro. Especially because I was getting my clown on. But hey, trip out, gente. Shit, we're almost at 9K. Gracias. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support from all my subscribers, right? Because I got some real ones that tap in. And some people may still clown, right? They might be like, man, fool, some people outpassed you like crazy, right? But at the end of the day, all I got to say to them is that I never dropped no names. I never debriefed. I never ratted on anyone. I never dropped my values, right? When it came to my certain beliefs, like, man, I don't believe in the whole, I hate rats, homie. I'll put it like that, bro. Dispensa, there is a few that I might let slide and be cool with somewhat, right? But at the end of the day, we don't associate with them like that, and we good, homie. Dispensa, but I didn't let go of my values, especially not on the YouTube, bro. There were some people, man, that I'm actually going to say that they grew, right? Yeah, they grew. But they actually let go of a lot of their values, bro. And they actually became rats out here on YouTube. Like, fuck. Now, that's sad, homie. Like, that's sad. If they became rats like that, what makes it seem that they didn't throw certain organizations under the bus? And we might not just even know about, right? They might have got paid for that shit. They might be getting paid as we speak. Let's say that's something a lot of people have been thrown out there, like, and it's like, why are you throwing that out there? Is it because you're working there, homie, or what is it, right? But at the end of the day, it makes sense on some of these videos that do get put out there, right? It can be working for both ways, man. They can be getting a double check off YouTube and on the courts. You just don't know nowadays, gente. But my channel is growing slow and steady. You know what I'm saying? We ain't tripping. I'm actually glad that it's growing like that, right? Because in our reality, man, I only done one interview, and that was with the homie Yard Recall, right? The homie Buzz. But technically, man, I have not done interviews with other big platforms or anything like that, right? And I honestly think that I'm not going to. I like the fact that we can actually do this nice and solo. And I'm not actually going to say solo because I do get a lot of support from my subscribers, man. Gracias, especially the ones that do share my channel out there, man. Drop comments for the algorithm and all that good stuff, man. I do have a lot of support when it comes to my subscribers, right? But I never actually have gotten spoken highly of another big platforms, right? I actually I'll take that back. I did tap into one live, and it was the homie Box, right? The homie Box did tell his subscribers, man, that, you know, to go tap in, man. So, hey, gracias, Box. I said, my carnal, you already been knowing. But other than him, there's been only a quite few. Of course, the smaller platforms, man, shit, they rock with your boy Tough, man, because a lot of them happen to know a lot of what goes down on the YouTube yarda, right? And that's why we actually, we already started a regimen. We have everything going off on the YouTube yarda, right? So if you haven't tapped into those videos, make sure you tune in so you don't miss out, you know, because they are fire, man. That's all I'm gonna say. They are fire. But other than that, man, your boy hasn't really gotten any help, you know? And we are going to grow nice and slow, homie, and steady, carnal, and not let go of our values. You know, at the end of the day, that's something I strongly believe of, you know? I don't want to ever have someone tap in or drop a comment like, hey, bro, you got my boy busted. Or, hey, bro, you know, you got the homie whacked. Hey, bro, like, nah, that's why we don't talk about certain things, you know? But with all that being said, gente, that's why your boy Conejo's the bad guy, you know? And I'm probably going to continue being the bad guy because I'm not going to filter how I talk. I'm not going to talk all super smart for you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to confuse you. And none of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right here at the E.B.K, Ramos Corte Parejo, you know? And we're going to do our videos, do our reactions, and do what we do, you know what I'm saying? So make sure to tune in on the live so you guys can let me know how you guys feel. Drop a comment on this video. I will answer everybody. I'm actually one of the first platforms that started replying to everybody. That was another thing people would tell me, hey, bro, you don't got to reply to everybody. But the reason why they would tell me that is because that would make them look bad for not replying to everybody. But with that being said, gente, if you enjoyed this video, man, make sure to hit a thumbs up for your boy. Make sure to subscribe, hit that follow, hit that notification bell. And if you happen to rock tough with your boy, man, share it, man. Share it with someone else, man, so we get more people to tune in. And you guys already be knowing, man, I highly appreciate every single one, even the ones that hit the thumbs down. You know, straight up, at the end of the day, as long as you're hitting one of them, I know some videos you may not like, but I guarantee you there's going to be one that you like, bro. So make sure to subscribe, and you guys already be knowing, man. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys once again. We out.